Good evening. This is Ronnie G again. Just an American citizen, taxpayer, a person that believes in God and accepts Jesus Christ as his own personal Savior. I want to talk to you because we got so many smart people in America that they claim they so smart and they so educated that the very simple thing that they should understand, they don't know nothing about it. They don't have no common sense. What good is an education when you have no common sense on how to use it? And when you should use it. You see the picture I got there on the screen, right? That's Mars. That's the actual planet. It's not AI. That's really Mars in 4K. To journey from Earth to Mars, it all depends on what side of the moon you're on. It could take up to 2 years to leave Earth and go to Mars and return if you can return. Just think about this. The American people, which is it's a lot of ignorant people here that don't have no common sense. You may call me ignorant. That's okay. I ain't got no problem with somebody trying to call me ignorant because I am able to defend myself and I'm able to speak for myself. And each and every individual have every right to speak for themselves, to speak what they believe, and stand up for what you believe. That everyone is entitled to that. I give everyone that. That's because I want the same thing. But when you look me in the face and stand in the front of me and take advantage of me and my sisters and my brothers with some bull crap, stay with me now. Mars have no atmosphere that will protect us from the elements. It have no fruit. It have no vegetables. It have no herbs, and we don't know if it got water, but what we can see, it doesn't have anything. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat or independent, or whoever you are, or whatever you believe in. We live on a planet that have water, it have air, it have fruits and vegetables and herbs, it have seasons, it have birds and fishes, everything that we need to eat and everything that we need to survive whether it's by God or whether it's by the Big Bang Theory, we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that those things are here. I've been on this earth for 68 years. So that means I've been a grown adult for over 40 of them. And I know everything that we need to nourish our body, to protect our body, is right here. But we're gonna pay Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and all the people that's out there. We're gonna pay Elon Musk $8 million a day to SpaceX to help him develop a ship that could take people to Mars, a place that God told us not to go and not to mess with. Okay? So we gotta pay Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and everyone that a multi-billionaire that got a space program. We're gonna pay them trillions and trillions of dollars for an eternity to leave Earth that has everything that you need, and God make and provide to us for free. Think about this. God created the heavens and the earth, and he put us on the earth. And he told us to take care of it and have dominion over it. And he supplied everything that we need. But we so evil and hateful because of some of the people, because of the race, because of the language, because of where they came from. We have a race of people that think they better than other races, and they don't want to live around those races. So they're gonna try to build a spaceship that maybe it would take 5 or 6 people eventually on a journey to go to Mars. Can you imagine that? Think about this. The Bible says in Genesis that God created everything in 6 days. And then in 2 Peter it said that a day to God it's like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like a day. So one day to us is 24 hours to go around, right? Just imagine God is so big. To make a full rotation with God, if you read 2 Peter, it's 1,000 years. So just imagine the first day when God created the first act. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. If you look at God's timeline, even with God, even with all of God's power, every day to us, it's like 1,000 years to God. Just think about all that power that God has and we don't have. Just think about Elon Musk or Blue Origin going out into space and sending 3 or 4 men, and it's a 2-year round trip if they make it. Can you imagine how many thousands and thousands of years it would take just to try to build an atmosphere on Mars that human beings could stay there? So that lets you know that we are being robbed, that we are being taken advantage of, to just based on Elon Musk and them going out there to space and all. That's just a toy to them. It's just like a little kid go get a little race car set or a Rubik's Cube and try to get it all lined up. We are being lied to. We are being deceived. These people is just putting all our tax dollars in their pocket. We've been going into space ever since the 60s. And we have never, a human being, have never left lower Earth atmosphere. All the trillions and trillions of dollars that have been spent. Space is only, for you to go into space, is only from where I'm standing right now. To go into space, the lower Earth atmosphere, is only 62 miles. To leave the Earth gravity pull, we only got to go 62 miles up. That's not even from Utah, Alabama to Birmingham. We ain't came close to going nowhere. And then there's the Kuiper Belt that there's a whole bunch of rocks that's circling. That ain't no spaceship gonna be able to get to it. See, God has got protection to stop us from going out there. They just lying to us, telling us a whole bunch of lies, and we just suck it up. And they just sitting back, just laughing in our face. Because we don't have enough common sense to know how they lying to us and how they taking advantage of us. You ask yourself, what kind of sense do this make? That in our lifetime, that somebody could actually live on Mars, that there's nothing there for us. But we living on Earth with everything we need. You just think for yourself. I don't care what race you are. I don't care how smart you are, how dumb you is. Everybody know. If you already have a house. No matter what condition it's in. You already have plumbing. You already have electricity. You already have water. You already have a kitchen and bathroom. You already have that. But you're going to take all your money and try to go to Mars that don't have nothing for you. What will be more easier? To fix the problem that you have on Earth already? If you can go to Mars and do all of these things, build an atmosphere and all of that, develop water some kind of way, and all of that, you're gonna tell me? Be honest. I don't care who you are. You're gonna tell me that it would be cheaper for us to go to Mars and try to build Mars so it can be inhabited by human beings than it is to fix what's wrong here. Ain't nothing wrong here except the rich and the powerful people is tearing this earth apart because of the love of money, because of greed. They taking all the gold out the ground. Everything that makes earth solid, they just tearing it apart for to get rich. So they can build a spaceship that they can go and try to live on another planet so they can get away from the poor people and the black and brown people. You know I ain't lying. Ain't nobody that stupid to think that it's cheaper to go to Mars where there is nothing and try to make yourself a god instead of staying right here and stop polluting our water. Stop polluting our air. Stop poisoning our people. All you got to do is stop doing it. Let me tell you something. I was just looking at it the other day. You know that Blue Origin and Elon Musk and SpaceX, all the data companies, YouTube, Facebook, all of these social media sites is AI and robots. See, the power source that we have right now, the batteries, the diesel fuel, the propane, all the resources that we have now, it can't power AI. And the power plant and the power is going to need in order for AI to achieve its goal. So Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans, they selling us out. They letting the big AI plants and Google and X and YouTube, they're building their own nuclear power plants. Think about this. all the power that YouTube or Google is going to use to run AI and the power of the robots. Battery power can't do it. That's why Donald Trump is trying to get rid of solar and wind. It can't power a power plant like you need for the robots and for AI. The only power source that they figure may be able, the only chance is nuclear power. So these social media plants and everything, Donald Trump is letting them build their own power plant. You can get them about as big as a refrigerator that you can just plug in. And then they got it so you can add on to it later on if you expand more. Just think about this. When all the big billionaire, multi-billionaire build their own power plant, which Donald Trump is already letting them do. He already letting Jeff Bezos build his own power plant. He already letting Oracle build their own power plant. He already letting Google build their power plant. They already doing it. That's what they're doing. That's why they all huddling up at the White House. Because Donald Trump sold us out. When this AI thing come online, they ain't gonna go to Alabama Power or PG&E in California. They ain't gonna buy no more power from the power companies that exist now, because all of their AI and robots and everything is gonna be ran by nuclear power. You don't have to believe me. You got your smartphone right there in your hand. And you will see, this ain't no fantasy. They're already doing it. And Donald Trump and his minions, he'll letting them do it behind our back. That's why he want to cut all the regulations. So they don't have to explain nothing to nobody. Just think about when Oracle get their own nuclear power plant online, how much money and how many tax dollars and how that power bill is going to go through the roof. Because those big old factories, they ain't going to be buying power from PG&E no more. And then the government is going to be giving them subsidies too. America, the President and House of Representatives of America and the United States Senate and the Supreme Court, they done sold us out. They done sold us out for power, for lust, and for riches. They done sold us out to the devil, knowing that there is no way, no how within the next 4,000 or 5,000 years that human being, if ever, gonna be able to live on Mars. They just playing us for food. We can't let foolish people speak for us no more. We have to stand up for I'm not talking about violence. I want you to make sure of that. We have to stand up for ourselves. 32% of American population makes $50,000 or less. That's an estimate of 111 million people that's going to be left out in the cold. America, you know, we ain't going to be able to grow fruits and vegetables no more because they don't pollute the land. They don't pollute the water. We already drinking bottled water. And some of it is contaminated. The rich and powerful is destroying this country, seeking after power and thinking that they better than somebody else. There is no way that we can reach God. You see what you see on the screen? That's not AI. That's real. That is the way the earth is. And just think about this. The planet, the star, they say every star is a sun. They got a sun so big that you can put over 4,000 of our suns within the biggest sun that's out there in the universe. Earth, to God, in the scheme of things, is only like a grain of sand. Just think about how big a black hole is. That it could just take all the planets and everything that you see out there and just swallow it up. You may not be able to look at God as a human being. But when you look at your sun, and you know that there's billions of suns out there, all the stars that you see, there are suns. And then there's planets that circle the other suns. There is no way that man in his man suit could ever achieve the things that the rich people is trying to fool us like they can when they know they can't. If we believe in God and accept Jesus Christ as our own personal Savior, this is what we believe. There is one God, there is one faith, and there's one baptism. I'm sick and tired of the MAGA Republicans talking about that Democrats and black and brown people don't believe in God. As an American citizen, I am offended. And you should be offended too. Like the OJ say, they smiling in your face. All the time they want to take your place. Those backstabbers. America, we need to wake up before it's too late. They are killing this planet. And in order for you to power AI and the robots, You're going to have to use every material on the earth until there's no more earth. You're going to give yourself over to the devil. It told you what's going to happen. Revelation chapter 13. In the last days, the church is going to fall away. And then the Antichrist is going to rise. And if you don't listen to the Antichrist, then you're going to be put to death. If you don't take the mark of the beast, you're going to be put to death. I just can't believe that you look at these pictures of the things that God have done, and you think, and you sitting there waiting, letting these people destroy your country so they can build a spaceship, so they can be out there flying around in space until they die. But they're going to be destroyed, the human race. Just to think about that makes me sad. God built a paradise for us. God gave us everything that we need. And we throwing it all away for a little bit of money and a little bit of power and a little bit. You see that floating around there? There's no way that you can go this far and with all them rocks and everything, we haven't been nowhere close. There is no way we can get past the Kuiper Belt. There is no way. They're just lying to us. I'm not even an educated man, and I know that. And I know the real educated people know more than me. But everybody knows that there is no way that we can even leave the Milky Way. Let's try to cross the universe and try to go to other planets. America, I'm asking you to wake up. Wake up before it's too late. And return to God. Submit yourself to God. That's the only way. God is the only one that can save us. And Jesus is the one that lead us and guide us in the way that he would have us to go. God is way beyond our understanding. God is way beyond our comprehension. You see that spiral right there? That's a galaxy that got billions and billions of stars and suns and moons. We could never be around that kind of power and live and survive in the human flesh. Ain't nobody that dumb. God put us right where we supposed to be. Let's save our planet. Let's save our children's future, our grandchildren's future, our great-grandchildren's future. The Bible tells you, you came into this world with nothing. And that's the same way that you're going to leave out. The Bible tells you having food and raiment. Let thou be content. Thank you.